Hello everyone, Dr. Israel here, and I'm going to show you how I fixed my rib flare position with just 3 simple moves. And with each of these 3 moves, it's going to address some common areas that cause that rib flare position. Now there's only one piece of equipment you need to execute all 3 of these moves, and that's a foam roller. This is a trigger point foam roller here. I highly recommend these. These are my favorite. I'll link those in the description below. But we're going to use this foam roller to loosen, well, some tight muscles, help with some rib cage positioning, and then also help with some core stability to hold that. So move number 1, we're going to help loosen some of our spinal muscles. Because if those are tight, it tends to put us in that rib flare orientation. So what we're going to do is roll out the muscles between, well, the bottom and the top of the rib cage. So we're just going to be rolling through our thoracic spine muscles. And that's basically going from the bottom of the rib cage to the top. And you're just going to roll this out for a good 30 seconds, a full minute if you got some time. And if you got some time, find some extra tight spots and just kind of focus them and do some mini rolls through that. And then once you feel like you're pretty loose, we're going to move on to the next one. All right, after move 1, loosening up the tight muscles, we're going to help with that rib cage positioning. So if we're in that rib flared out position, usually we have too much expansion on the front, but we want to try to compress the rib cage down. So we're going to take this same foam roller, place it right at where your ribs are flaring, and you're going to drop it down into what we call like a child's pose in yoga. And you're going to pin the foam roller between your thighs and your ribs so it helps push into that and give you some of that feedback. So from this position, hanging out, I'm just going to breathe. So we're going to do 10 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Nice. And then breathe out through the mouth. And really breathe all the way out and think about really engaging the abs. And that's going to help tuck those ribs down. So just cycle through 10 breaths. Not only does this help compress the rib cage down anteriorly, but it helps get some posterior expansion, which is super beneficial after we just loosen up those muscles so you can get some better spinal mobility too. Okay, a couple more breaths. Nice. I already feel like I'm getting some better positioning just from loosening up, well, the spinal muscles and then helping compact the rib cage. Number 3 is going to be the ability to contract our core to help hold the rib cage in place. Now the foam roller is not totally necessary for this move, but I just like to hold on to it to keep my arms and shoulders in a nice position. So you're going to lie on your back, heels towards butt, keeping low back flat on the ground, and then trying to contract the abs a little bit to help pull that rib cage down. And then from here, we're going to take foam roller overhead, and we're just going to slowly reach until we feel like we're going to flare from the ribs or extend through the low back. We're just going to rep out a good 10 to 15 of these. So breathing all the way out, get that nice ab contraction, come overhead until you feel like you're going to break the plane, and then bring it right back. And again, you're just going to keep repping this out. You can reset your breath at the top. And that's really going to help engage those abs to keep that position. Now that's simply with a foam roller, but if you have any weights lying around, you can enhance this exercise even more. Breathing out, keeping low back flat on the ground, bringing the weight overhead. You're going to shake a lot more and then bring it back. Again, nice, slow, controlled movement. If you go quick, it's easy to break into that rib flare position. And we just want to rep this out within the range that we can handle. And I can already tell my abs are getting absolutely demolished right now. I need to take a break. So if you're struggling with this rib flare position, grab a foam roller and give this routine a try. Combining all 3 of these moves is ideal for the best results? Well, number one, it helps loosen up our tight spinal muscles that could be holding us in this position. Number two is really compressing down on the ribs so you can keep that position while breathing. And then number three is being able to keep our core and abs engaged as we try to move overhead to prevent that rib flaring. For best results, you want to do this daily, ideally 2 to 3 times a day. But if you only have so much time, just do this routine first thing in the morning. After a few weeks, you'll notice that you'll be able to control that rib cage positioning. And the more that you have that awareness and control, the more you'll be able to keep good rib positioning as you do just daily activities. If you learned something new today, well, give this video a like, subscribe, and if you want to see more rib flare exercises, stretches, let me know in the comments below and I'll keep making this content for you guys. All right, let's go.